So today our lesson is all about opinion writing. We're going to look at persuasive writing today. Now, before we do that, let's have a look at the class rules. Number 1, listen carefully. Number 2, be quiet. Number 3, raise your hand. So number 4 is speak loudly. So because we're learning online, I need you all to speak even louder than you would so that it's easy to hear you. And number 5, try your best. As always in class, I want you to try your best to answer the questions and give your own ideas. Okay, well, let's start by checking our homework. So yesterday, you had a homework that was all about persuasive writing. You had to write a letter to your mom asking for something. So let's have a look at my favorite homeworks. Okay, so we had 3 favorite homeworks. Firstly is Simon. Well done, Simon. Very good homework. Let's have a look at what Simon wrote. Dear Mom, I think I would like a pet cat. Let me tell you why. I would like one. Let me tell you why I would like one. Its fur is soft and cute, and I like its house. Here's an example. I wanted a pet fish because I thought it was fun, but now I know it is boring. Remember, I believe I will play with it, feed it, and make it drink water, but it will not need a bath because it licks itself. Your loving child, Simon. Well done, Simon. This is a really good persuasive letter because you have clearly stated your goal of wanting a pet cat, and you have given perfect examples and reason of why you should get a cat. So well done, Simon. Really good. Okay, next is Kang. Well done, Kang. Another essay about wanting a pet. So Kang wrote, Dear Mom, I think I want a hamster. Can you buy it for me? Let me tell you why. Because a hamster is cute and easy to take care of, which is very true. Hamsters are great pets because they require minimal need for care. Here's an example. If mom buys me a hamster, when a hamster gives birth, we can play with many hamsters, which is also very true. If your hamster gives birth, maybe you will have 3, 4, or 5 hamsters to play with. Remember, I believe you will buy me a hamster and I will care for it. Your loving child, Kui Kang. Well done, Kang. Again, your essay has a clear stated goal of wanting a pet hamster, and you provide examples of why you should get one. So well done, Kang. Okay, and our final homework that I have chosen for today is Michael. Well done, Michael. Okay, so let's see what Michael wrote about. Dear Mom, I think I would want a pet one day. I think I am a bit lonely. A bit. Let me tell you why. My fish had died, and I was really, really sad at that time. Here's an example. If I don't get one and my brother doesn't come home every day, I will be lonely. Remember, I believe you can get me a fish. Then I could, and I would, feed it and clean its tank. So here, Michael, you had written cage, but a fish lives in a glass tank. Only other animals like birds live in cages. Your loving child, Michael. Well done, Michael. Again, another persuasive essay that has a clearly stated goal and provides lots of examples of why you should get one. Really good work, guys. Your homeworks really blew me away. Now, not everyone uploaded their homework, but I will run through the names of people who did. So congratulations to Simon, Ba, Kaki, Ming Huang, Kui Kang, Dami, Zaling, and Michael. When I checked this morning, they were the only students who have uploaded their homework. So thank you for uploading your homework. And remember, guys, please make sure that you ask your parents to upload your homework for you so I can mark it. Now, before we move on, I want to quickly say that in some students' homework, instead of writing a persuasive letter, you wrote more things saying about what you wanted, but some people didn't remember to give examples of why they should get that. But don't worry, today we're going to learn more about persuasive writing, and you'll have another chance to write a persuasive piece today. Now, let's get started. Okay, so what exactly is opinion writing? Let's have a look. Simon, can you tell me?
Opinion writing that tells what I like best, how I feel about something, what I think about something.
Very good. Well done, Simon. Thank you. So opinion writing. Opinion writing is when you talk about how you feel. Your opinion tells what you like best, how you feel about something, and what you think about something. Now, who can answer this question? Does everybody have the same opinion? Does everybody in the world have the same opinion? What do we think? Yes or no? Raise your hand to answer the question. Let's go for Zui Ming. Zui Ming, do you think everyone has the same opinion?
No,
Why not?
because everyone likes different things.
Very good. Well done, Zweeming. Everyone likes different things. Let's have a look at the next slide. The question. The question is, what is the best tasting food in the world? What do you think the best tasting food in the world is? Michael, can you tell me?
I like ice cream, but I don't eat that much.
You think ice cream is the best, but you don't eat it that much?
Yeah,
Yep.
because my mother and father didn't let me eat those.
Well, that's
Cold.
because it's very sugary and quite bad for your teeth. A little bit of ice cream is good for you. But thank you, Michael. Ice cream is a really good, delicious food. Okay, let's have a girl this time. Let's go for Nuna. Nuna, what, in your opinion, is the best tasting food in the world? Do you like chocolate or cake or pizza or noodles or ice cream? Do you know what your favorite food is?
Broccoli.
Broccoli, very good. That's so healthy. What a good choice. Well done, Nuna. Okay, let's have another boy. Okay, Lam, can you tell me what is the best tasting food in the world?
A donut.
A donut. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, let's have two more. Let's have another girl, Cherry. Can you tell me what do you think? What's your favorite food in the world?
I like to eat McDonald's.
McDonald's. What do you get from McDonald's? Do you get French fries or burgers or what do you get?
French fries.
French fries are so salty and so good. Okay, one more. Let's have one more boy. Dammy. Okay, what is the best tasting food in the world?
Hot dog.
Hot dogs, very good. I like hot dogs too. Amazing. Well, as you can see, every single person answered with a different type of food. We had broccoli, hot dogs, McDonald's, French fries, ice cream. All of us have different opinions, and not everyone is going to be the same. So let's have a look. Persuasive writing. Now, what is persuasive writing? Who can read this page for me? I would like Kaki. Can you read this page for me, please?
Persuasive writing is a type of opinion. Your opinion is what you think, feel, or believe about something. To produce means
To
to
persuade.
conserve.
So this is persuade.
To persuade means to convince.
Convince.
When you persuade, convince.
Mhm.
When you persuade someone, you want to convince them of something.
Good, lovely reading. Thank you, Kaki. So, persuasive writing is a type of opinion writing. An opinion is what you think, feel, or believe about something. Now, to persuade means to convince. When you persuade someone, it means that you want to change their belief, their thoughts, how they feel about someone or something. If you want to persuade someone that chocolate ice cream is the best ice cream, you have to tell them chocolate ice cream is the best. It goes with everything. It's so chocolatey and good and delicious. You're trying to change their opinion to have the same opinion as you. Let's have a look. Okay, can you read this? What makes a good persuasive letter?
Heading, greeting, body, clothing, and signature.
Signature. Okay, who can tell me what is a signature? So I'm going to stop you there, Kang, but you can keep reading. Who can tell me what is a signature? What do we think a signature is? Okay, Zui Ming. Zui Ming, yep, can you tell me?
It is a scribble.
Close. You're very close. It's like a scribble. Some signatures might look like a scribble. You're right. But what is the scribble meant to say? Ruby, can you tell me?
It's our name.
Good girl. Well done, Ruby. If you sign your name on something, you have put your signature on it. And Zweeming is exactly right. Sometimes people's signature just looks like a scribble. Okay, Kang, can you continue reading? So we need a heading, greeting, body, closing, and a signature in our persuasive letter. What else do we need?
A goal or request.
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 Detailed.
Detailed reasons for the request.
Good. And
And ending that ties things together.
Very good. Thank you, Kang. So we also need to have a goal or a request. Now, what that means is you want this person to do something. You are requesting that you get something, whether that be a pet. You're asking your mom and dad for a pet. Maybe you're asking your teacher for a longer break time. Who knows? But you must make sure that you state a clear goal or request in your persuasive letter. Then you must give detailed reasons for that request. You must give examples of why it would be good to have this request. Then you must have a conclusion that ends things and ties things together. Let's have a look at the next page. We can use this checklist to make sure we have a great persuasive letter. Purpose. Did I state my goal clearly? Have you told the person exactly what it is you're looking for? Organization. Did I use the correct parts of a letter? Did I use linking words to connect my reasons to my opinion? Linking words such as therefore, and, so. Evidence. Did I give reasons to support my opinions? And conventions. Did I use commas correctly in the letter? So this is a very important checklist that we are going to use for our homework today, actually, to make sure that you can create a perfect persuasive letter. Let's have a look at this example letter. So in the top right-hand corner, I can see 249 White Street, Taeho, Hanoi, Monday, the 9th of March, 2020. Here I can say, see Mrs. Rosemary Harris, 14 West Street, Khao Sai, Hanoi. This is our heading and greeting, okay? It tells the writer's address, when the letter was written, and to whom it was sent. So we must have this on a letter to make sure that we are addressing the correct person. Next, we can see the body. The body states the request and evidence for the request. Let's have a look. Who would like to read from Dear Mrs. Harris to request? Please raise your hand if you would like to read. Tweety, can you read?
Dear Mrs. Harris, our class would like a longer break time. The fresh air outside is good for our bodies. Exercise helps us too. Often it's easier to sit still in class after we have run and played to conclude. Giving us longer breaks will help us learn and behave better in class. We hope you will consider
Consider.
consider our request. Thank you, your student.
Beautiful. Thank you. Great reading, Tweety. Well done. Okay, so here we have the main body of the persuasive letter. It states the request here. Our class would like a longer break time. This is a very clear request. We know exactly what the writer wants. Then the writer goes on to give evidence for the request. They provide examples of why this would be a good change. The fresh air outside is good for our bodies. Exercise helps us too. Often it's easier to sit still in class. So I can see good use of commas. I can see linking words often and to conclude. This is a perfect example of a persuasive letter. It also has a perfect ending that ties things together. The writer has written, to conclude, giving us longer breaks will help us learn and behave better in class. We hope that you will consider our request. This perfectly ties up what they have been saying and ends it with a good conclusion. Finally, they sign off with a closing and a signature. Thank you, your students. So we know exactly who the letter is from. So I want everyone to give me a thumbs up if you think this is a good persuasive letter on the camera. Just give me a thumbs up if you think it's good. Give me a thumbs down if you think it's bad. Just show me on the camera. Thumbs up if you think it's a good. Thumbs down if you think it's bad. Good. I can see lots of thumbs up. This is a very good persuasive letter. It ticks all the boxes from our checklist. Well done, guys. Okay, let's have a look at the next persuasive letter. So at the top again, I can see part of a heading. I can see One Circle Road, Monday the 9th of March 2020, but I can't see an address for the person who we're sending it to, so that's not good. Here we have the heading and greeting, but it does not tell the address of the sender or to whom the letter is being sent to. We don't know where it's going. How can the postman deliver it if there's no address? Now, Who can read the main body of this letter for me? Quang Hai. Quang Hai, can you read?
I heard you that you are going to extend school throughout month of July and August.
July,
Is this
July and August.
August. Is this true? Students work so hard and making us work during summer would be awful.
We
We
need
need a break from school. Teacher need a break from school. No one will be happy if you make them work during summer. No one.
Thank you for reading, Quang Hai. So this is the main body. Now, there's no clear goal set here. We don't know what the request is. It just seems that the writer is very angry. He says, or she says, I heard that you were going to extend school throughout the months of July and August. Is this true? Students work so hard and making us work during summer would be awful. We need a break from school. Teachers need a break from school. No one will be happy if you make them work during summer. No one. Now here, there's no clear goal set. I know that they are angry about the idea of working throughout summer, but they don't say, please don't make us work during summer. So there's no clear goal set here. So that's not very good. The ending does not tie the ideas together. It just says, no one will be happy if you make them work during summer. No one. This letter doesn't have a clear, cohesive set rules. It does not follow the checklist. There is also no connecting words, and the use of commas is terrible. There should be a comma here, but I don't see one. So, the grammar in this letter is not very good. And finally, the closing and signature. They say thank you, but they don't have a signature. We don't know who wrote this letter or who it's from. Now, show me. Show of hands. Hands up like this, thumbs up like this if you think this is a good letter, thumbs down like this if you think it's a bad letter. Show me on the camera. Good girl, Kiwi. Thumbs down. Michael's giving me a thumbs down. Who else is giving me a thumbs down? Good. Dami, Kitty. I want to see all your hands. What do we think? Thumbs up or down? Good. Lots of thumbs down. Okay, Leo, can you tell me why? Why is this a bad persuasive letter?
Because it didn't have a comma.
Good. That's one reason. It doesn't have commas. Perfect. It doesn't have commas, so the grammar is wrong. And the main one is that there is no clear goal set. I don't know what this person is trying to persuade the reader to do. It doesn't actually say a clear goal. Okay, let's move on. Now, how do I write a clearly stated goal? In order to persuade, a writer has to know what to ask readers to think or do. That goal or request becomes the main idea of the persuasive letter. So the thing that you decide that you want to persuade someone to do is the main idea of your letter. Let's have a look. How to choose a topic to write about. If you're not sure what to write about, you should think about something that you really care about. Let's brainstorm. Have a look at these pictures. So for homework today, I'm going to ask you to write a persuasive letter to your teacher to change something about school. Now, I want you to really think about some things that you care about in school. Have a look at this picture of the bin. What do you think this might be? Kaki.
They throw trash on the road.
Very good. Well done. And we call that littering. So sometimes I see lots of littering in school. So maybe you want people to stop littering. That could be something that you really care about. Thank you, Kaki. Here, there's a picture of a basketball. This is all about break time. Maybe you agree with the first letter that we read. Do you want a longer break time? Do you think that would be good for you and your friends? Do you think that that would make you learn better in school? Here, this third picture is of a mean person. Sometimes there are mean people in school, and they are called bullies. Do you want people to stop bullying? Is that something that you care about? Here are some ideas that I care about in school, and that therefore I could potentially write a persuasive letter about. Okay, so here I have brainstormed 3 ideas about things that I care about in school: littering, a longer break time, and bullying. So they are some ideas that I could potentially write a persuasive letter about. Now, this is very important. Here we have lots of questions to think about as you write. Now remember, this PowerPoint will be sent to your parents, so you can refer back to it when you're writing your homework. Have a look at the questions. Okay, who is this letter for, and what changes can they make? So who are you writing to? Well, your homework is going to be writing to your teacher. So you're writing to your teacher. What changes and differences can they make after you have persuaded them? What changes would I like to see happen? So you have to think about what you're writing about. What do you want to see differently in school? Do you want to see more bins in school so people won't litter? Do you want a longer break time so that you feel more relaxed in school? What changes might my friends like to see happen? Think about your friends, not just yourself. Think about everyone in your class. What do you think that everyone would want to see happen? Why is this change necessary? Why are you asking for these changes to happen? What will happen if you don't get the changes? Who will benefit from the changes? Not just you, hopefully. Hopefully, all the students in the school will benefit from having more bins so there will be less littering, and then therefore the school will be cleaner. What problems will continue if change is not made? So if you are talking about littering, if people continue to litter and there are no more bins added to the school, maybe you will get problems like cockroaches. Maybe you will have problems like rats. Maybe there will be smelly smells in the school that make you not want to sit in the classroom. All of these questions are imperative to you writing your persuasive letter. So make sure that you refer back to these questions when you're writing your homework. Okay, so as I said, for your homework, you are going to write a persuasive letter to your teacher to try to convince them to change something about your school. Now let's just discuss, what are some ideas that you have right now that you might want to change about your school? Raise your hand. Kaki, what are some changes you would like to see in school?
I want to learn language, art, and science all day.
You want to learn language, art, and science all day long?
Yes,
Wow, okay, very interesting. Why? Why would you like to do that? Why would it be good for you to learn language, arts, and science all day long?
because my daddy said I need to learn more English so I can go many countries so I can talk with that people
With those
in
people?
that country.
Very good, Kaki. So that's a perfect example. So you could say, I want to learn language, arts, and science all day long. The reason for this is because it will help me improve my English, and therefore I can travel to many countries when I'm older and talk to everyone there. What a great example. Thank you, Kaki. Okay, who else? Okay, Michael, go ahead.
I haven't tried computer.
Ah, so you would like more computers in school?
Yeah.
Perfect. You know what, Michael? That's a really, really good idea. Michael, how would having computers in school and having computer lessons help you? Why would that be good?
We feel free and behave ourselves.
Perfect. That means that you can learn how to use the computer. And if you get to play on a computer once every day for a small amount, maybe you will behave better in class. Perfect. Really, really good example, Michael. Good job. Okay, let's have one more example. What do you think? What would you like to change about school? Let's go for
I want more iPads.
more iPads. Okay, perfect. That's a really good answer, Sao. Sao, how would having more iPads in school be good for you and your classmates?
So I can read more story in the iPad.
Very good. So you can read more using an iPad. That means we have to buy less books and we can have lots and lots and lots of books on one single iPad. Perfect. Guys, your ideas are really amazing. They are some really good ideas. Let's have a look at the next page. Okay, so your homework is going to look something like this. So you're going to have your writing checklist on the same page as your homework, so that I want you to keep looking at the checklist as you're writing. Have you stated your goal clearly? Have you used the correct parts of a letter? Did you use linking words such as also, therefore, so, but? Okay. Evidence. Have you given evidence to support your opinions? I think that having more iPads in school would be a good idea because blah, blah, blah. You must state your opinion, but make sure that you give evidence to support your reasons. That means the person reading it will say, ah, what a great idea. Yes, I will buy more iPads for the school. And conventions. Make sure that you use your comments correctly. Maybe you can even ask mom or dad to have a quick look over it before you upload it. Now, Let's have a look at the graphic organizer you will be using. Dear blah blah blah. So I want you to pick a teacher that you would like to write to. You could write to Miss Miranda, you could write to Miss Nyan, Miss Summer, you could write to Miss Rachel, you could write to any of your teachers, maybe even a Vietnamese teacher. It's up to you. I am writing to you today because I feel something needs to change about the iPads. The reason I feel this way is because I would like more iPads in school. Here are my ideas about how to change this. We could buy more iPads and therefore we could read more books and buy less books and waste less paper. I hope these ideas will help you make changes. Please write me back with your thoughts. Thank you. My address. So I want you to sign off your name and write down your address too so that the person knows who to write back to. Okay? So, as always, I want you to, if you have a printer, print this out at home. So if your mom and dad have a printer at home or a printer at work, this will be emailed to them. Please ask them to print it out for you. If you do not have a printer, that's okay. What you can do instead is write this all out on a piece of paper and upload it to the system. Now, before I ask if there are any questions, have a look at this. Here are some opinion sentence starters. I prefer, I feel, I think, I know, in my opinion, the best thing about, the greatest part about, the worst part about, everyone should, dot, dot, dot. Blah is better than blah because if you liked blah, then you will love blah. We can use these opinion sentence starters to help us get our point across. So feel free to use these in your writing. As I said, this PowerPoint will be sent to your mom and dad, so you can look at this PowerPoint to help you whilst you're writing your homework today. Now, okay, on that note, I will say goodbye to everyone. I'll stop sharing and we can all say goodbye. Okay, guys, so make sure that you write your persuasive letter to a teacher. If you have any issues, you can email Miss